Good morning and welcome to Country Morning Today. It's Tuesday, July 8th. I'm Chris Gallegos. Thanks for joining us. Whether you're looking for the Monkees on a 45 or just looking for that standard LP, what they recommend is coming and looking through their collection, because you never know what you may find. Really key about that is a very famous person, like you mentioned, was elected president in the early 1900s, and I'm joined by Mark Halverson. He wasn't elected president then, but he's going to tell us a little bit about who was and why 1977 is very important to North Dakota. Cattle rustling isn't a new thing. The cows have changed and the people have changed, but the game still remains the same. The Attorney General's office says one of the more common ways that thieves steal people's identity is because they don't shred their paperwork properly before they throw it away. Dr. Eckerberg says it could take 4 to 6 weeks in order for us to get the results. But until then, we're just going to have to wait and find out. Whether you're looking for that special sofa or that one-of-a-kind pillow, or you're looking to create that special spot in your home, there's one person that can fill your home with energy and life. Residents near Napoleon were given a scare on Sunday night as a tornado touched down just north of the town. The good news is that the damage was minimal. Where rows of corn once stood, now stands broken stalks.
Never in my life have I seen something like this.
Spike Foster is surveying the damage left behind from the tornado that cut a path through his cornfield, destroying that part of his crop.
Went through a cornfield, it probably knocked it down like 300 feet. It flattened it off, and then it took, I don't know how many bales, but there's bales missing too.
Just beyond the field of corn was where 15 or so straw bales rested. Now, just an open patch of land, with remnants of the straw hanging from the electrical wires. His son Lee was combining just about a mile east and saw the storm build and the funnel cloud begin to drop.
When it did touch down, we could see it, the debris start forming around it. It's totally level, just like somebody took a steamroller right through the center of the cornfield.
There are only a few stalks of corn left standing in the path that this tornado took through this cornfield. As it made its way through, it flattened the corn, heading towards that farmstead. The good news is it lifted before it got there. Their neighbor to the west says he's missing at least 24 bales of hay.
Corn crop is damaged, very similar to this. I probably lost between 5 to 10 acres of corn that's flat like this.
The tornado cut a path about 120 feet wide through the middle of the crop. Spike says he was scared, but excited to get a chance to see a tornado that close.
I just wanted to see this, it's something you don't see every day.
Well, they walked past almost a quarter mile of trees from where they got out of their vehicle.
Monday night, 2 people walked through this field.
And then they walked by another 3/4 of a mile.
By Tuesday morning, Ron Cook got a call from his son that he wasn't expecting. 11 of his evergreen trees were missing their tops.
Some of them they cut off 3, 4, 5, 6 feet. They've been growing about 12, 13 years. So it takes a long time to grow evergreens this big.
A lot of time and effort went into growing these trees. That's why Ron says for the few that were hit, they're going to have to be chucked, which will cost him quite a bit of money. Up to $4,000 in losses, a large amount for a crime like this.
We have received reports where trees have been topped out, but normally that's around Christmas time.
I can't believe anyone would do that to trees, and I just can't imagine why.
And he hopes that someone steps forward to help solve this mystery. For NBC North Dakota News, I'm Chris Gallegos. The town of Linton has seen plenty of residents come and go. You make me happy. But it's the ones who have stayed or returned that are looking to keep their community a community.
The Masonic temple used to be in here, and then they kind of, vanished. And then the building was sitting empty for quite a few years, and the city of Linton got it, and then they sold it to us sold it to the senior citizens for $1.
It was that dollar, a few coats of paint, and an updated kitchen that gave the group of now 200 members their jump start. But from the looks of the building, they've gotten all it's worth from that dollar, plus some.
The 3 crucial items about this building is, first of all, it needs a lot of maintenance right now, and it's not feasible to do it to the building anymore.
On top of that, it isn't handicap accessible. Things like the leaky roof or this patched up wall may seem more cosmetic than anything else, but it's the structural integrity that really has them worried.
We was having a meeting one time, and while we were having a meeting, we come out and hear that brick had fallen out. We talked about it at the meeting and here the brick fell out.
The gap where the brick once rested or the cracks running down the wall pale in comparison with the overall structure of the building. A building standing with the aid of 2 wire cables.
Every so often we go up there and snug them up, 2-3 inches. I don't know whether the walls are coming in, but we're holding them to where they don't go any further.
Hoping their push for a new center will not only help the current members, but help those who will be senior citizens 10 or 15 years down the road. For NBC North Dakota News, I'm Chris Gallegos.